But why is it that people don't give you their business? You see, there's one dreaded phrase that nobody ever wants to hear, and that is, I need to think about it. I'm here at Chelsea Football Club, and as you can see behind me is the pitch itself. They run a business club here called the Edge of the Box Club, and for the past 4 years I've been a regular speaker here, and they've asked me again today to come and talk about the topic of making sales at Christmas. But of course the real topic behind it is that there are certain times of the year, Christmas being one of them, where time is of the essence. And what I talked about was that there is an opportunity at Christmas to actually accelerate your activity because it's time limited. At the end of the day, nobody wants to have a product on the 26th of December. They want to have it before the 25th. Nobody wants to use your services in time for Christmas after Christmas. So it's an opportunity for people to actually get business in the door, but do it on an accelerated purpose. So some of the information that I gave everybody was this. Within 24 hours of talking to a prospective customer, they forget 75% of what you say. Within 30 days, they forget 90% of what you say. And of the remaining 10%, only 50% of that is accurate. So you're left with 5%. In a time-critical situation, like end of year, end of month, end of quarter, end of financial year, it's an opportunity to accelerate your sales process and ask for the business as soon as you can, because you know it's going to come to the end at some point. And what did I say to people? I said there's 3 things that a business needs to understand from your product, because businesses are interested in this: saving money, making money, or having a bigger market share. If you're selling a product or a service to a consumer, the consumer wants to know, is it value for money? Will it do what you said it's going to do? And how will it make me feel? And with that information, what you need to do when time is limited is that you need to understand what it is that your product or service does, and I've said that myriad of times in many of my videos, but also you need to accelerate the process so that you can actually deliver the product or service that you say you're going to deliver. Because the last thing you want is a raft of customers putting an order in knowing that you can't fulfill them in time. So it's perfectly okay to say to somebody, I'd like your business now. But why is it that people don't give you their business? You see, there's one dreaded phrase that nobody ever wants to hear, and that is, I need to think about it. So what I explained to everybody here was, when you hear the phrase, I need to think about it, this is how you have to deal with it. You have to say, Mr. Customer, in my experience, there are 2 reasons why people need to think about it. 1, because they're not interested, or 2, because they're not sure. Which one is it for you? Now, what does it come down to after that? It comes down to 3 things. Fit, function, finance. So if somebody is unsure, it's because they're not sure about one of those or all those 3 things. And what does all that mean? It means you haven't done your job right. It means you haven't got to the heart of what their problem is, and then you haven't explained how your product or service will fix that problem. So one by one, you have to go through, well, is it that my product doesn't fit your requirements? Where have I missed out what your needs are? Function. Is it because you think that my product won't actually do what it says on the tin? What is it that you think that it needs to do that I haven't explained that it does? And number 3, finance. And finance is one of the big ones, because most people are embarrassed about saying they can't afford it or they haven't got the money or the budget. Even businesses, not just consumers, but businesses too. So it may well be that when it comes to the point that it's about the money, you're going to need to work out with them what it is they need in order to make the deal happen. It could be they might need a payment plan. they might need an extra 30 days to pay. And the next thing I talked about was that you need to act like a person possessed, because the time pressure is on you, not just your customers. The time pressure is on you to get through the numbers. Sales is a numbers game. You need to get through the numbers. And the way to actually measure your success is to do two things. One is to put a target figure against yourself. What does that mean? Well, tell me the amount of customers you need by the 20th of December. Or tell me the number of sales you need to make in terms of pounds, shillings and pence by the 20th of December. And the second thing you need to do is a date, like I've just done. Set yourself a target financially or number of customers and a date to achieve it by. And then you have to go for it hell for leather. Because when you do that, what happens is you get over the anxieties of asking for the order, speaking to people, calling them, sitting down with them, asking them questions. You haven't got time to start feeling anxious about it because you've got a target and a date to get to. So when it comes to time limitation, you're forced to act like a person possessed. You understand what the psychology is, you understand what people are thinking. Now what you need to do is ask the right questions and ask for the order.